let's talk about super funds. Now, super funds get a bad rap, and not all superannuation funds are made the same. Now, what we've got to realize is that there's a common misconception around a question that many people ask. Well, what did your superannuation fund return last year? Now, you've got to realize that the super fund itself is not what's providing the return. So let me explain to you guys the mechanics of how all superannuation funds work.
Yes, because people think it's an investment and they get, let's say, interest, and that's how they make it. And it's a little bit more convoluted than that, isn't it?
It is. So simply, your superannuation fund is a structure for holding money. It is like an administrator. So imagine that you've got an admin person in your business. What does an admin person do? They process paperwork. They deal with all of the operations associated with your business, let's say, for example, or the business that you work in. Now, the administrator is not the one that's producing the returns. They're the one that's just doing the work. Now, so most superannuation funds, your AMPs, MLCs, Australian Supers, Host Pluses, all of these providers, they are an administrator. And their job is to send you paperwork, answer the phone if and when you call, deal with the ATO, provide you with choice. Now, what actually provides the returns is the investment option that you choose. And what we found is that probably 8 out of 10 people that we've spoken to are in the default investment option. It is the stock standard investment option that they've just gone into because they haven't made a choice.
Absolutely, because they don't know what to do. They say, well, what do I do? Here's my super. That's what I do. Here's my money. Look after it. That's it.
Exactly. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to understand that there are a series of fees that all superannuation funds have. And typically speaking, there are 3 fees that we can get charged. The first fee is the admin fee. It's what we pay the administrator for doing the admin. Sometimes that's a flat dollar fee and it can be as little as $100 a year. Sometimes it can be a percentage fee, and we've seen some of them anywhere up to 0.75%, which is very, very high. Now, the second fee is the investment fee. Every investment option that you choose typically will have a different fee. General rule of thumb is the more defensive the investment option, the less risk it takes, the lower the fee. And the more aggressive, the higher the fee. Now, the fee doesn't necessarily determine how good the investment option is. And the third fee is any insurance premiums that you pay. Now, by default, most superannuation funds have insurance within them. It is their responsibility to their members to give you some level of insurance. And that can be a fantastic thing. But we've seen for some clients, either their insurance is sometimes no good, very, very difficult to claim on, or secondly, they might be double dipping. We've seen many clients that have multiple policies without sometimes them even knowing. Now, a general rule of thumb is that when you add up the admin fee and the investment fee, that should not exceed 1% of your superannuation balance.
Oh, that's gold. So if people went back to their super, and I'm sure they get a statement, they should look at the admin fee and investment fee, and it shouldn't be more than
Here's the thing, Steve. The statement won't tell you.
Oh, geez, is that right? Obviously, I look at the amounts and see what the return is, but I never got the statement. You read my mind. I don't get a statement.
This is the problem. The superannuation industry, most of the collateral that they send you are marketing tools. And they try and make it so complicated to retain you as a member. So what you need to do is you need to call your superannuation fund and ask them the questions. So I would like to get a fund rundown of my superannuation fund. I would like to find out, what is the admin fee? Is it a dollar fee? Is it a percentage fee? Is it both? What is the investment fee? Are there any other fees that I'm paying, like advisor fees, transaction fees, any other fees at all? And try your best to get them all in percentage form unless there's flat dollar fees. Now, add them all together and work out where you're at. We've seen some clients that are paying fees upwards of 3%.